Especially me, because who likes doing introductions?
It's gonna be like just me, like my mouth moving, but you can't hear anything at all.
Oh no, you can hear everything. It's okay.
What is up, YouTube? So today, Dan's here a little mandatory back exercise tutorial for beginners. He can make his own intro now. Sweet.
Thanks.
See you there.
Thanks for that. So yeah, in a nutshell, that's exactly what we're doing today. We're going to be going over the fundamentals of a few back exercises that for beginners, just so that you can get yourself into the gym and start exercising. So do me a favor, like this video, don't forget to subscribe. And the exercises that we're going to be going over, firstly, we're going to be going over the lat pull down. We're going to be going over seated row, and we're going to go over hyperextensions, and then maybe a few other exercises. But I may just make this into a series where we'll start beginner, intermediate, and then more of an expert as well. So first off, we are going to start with the lat pull down. Get ready for hundreds of little edits because this is where the fun begins. So firstly, with a lat pull down, you want to make sure that your seat is going to be firmly tucked under you, so you're tight, so you have no momentum to go up and down, so you can focus strictly on the pull. Hand positioning then, we're going to go for a slightly wider grip, ideally a hook grip. With a normal grip, you're focusing more on forearms. By eliminating the forearms, use a hook grip, focusing more on the lats. Positioning then, when you come to sit in the seat, I would tuck yourself in as tight as you physically can. And then from here, you only want to lean back around about 10 degrees, nothing further than that. Driving through the elbows down to the floor, trying to get those elbows into your pockets and to your chest. Anywhere between your neck and your chest is going to be the perfect positioning for this. And then slow on the way up, back into a full stretch as so. Set-wise is for beginners. I would probably do this 3 sets, 8 to 10 reps just to start with, until you're at a comfortable rep range. And then when you're starting to build for muscle growth, I'd probably stick 6 to 8 reps with 1 to 2 RAR in the tank. RAR meaning reps in reserve. So now the first exercise is done, let's go over to the seated row, where we can talk about that in more detail. Oh, I do really wish this gym had better lighting, because the lighting here sucks. It's really bad. But second exercise we're going to go over is the seated row, emphasizing on the lats. And this is where I wish that my editing skills were as good as Jeff Nippard's, because he can make these videos look insane. Whether it's him or his editing team, I'm rather jealous, and you're not going to get that here. I'm just going to go over what it is, what is good for you, and how to do it. So, seated row. The main aim of this one is to try and drag your elbows across the floor. When you get to the full stretch, you want to stretch your scapula forward, emphasizing on that stretch a little bit. And then when you're pulling backwards, try and drag your elbows all the way across the floor. You don't have to go past the line of your spine, just because you're already at your maximum range for your lats. It's a simple exercise, it's not too complicated, and it is nice and easy to do. Again, for all back exercises, I would definitely recommend using the hook grip, just to eliminate the process of using more of your forearms and focusing more on your back, mindful muscle, and that muscle connection. There isn't much more to go over on this exercise, other than just taking the time, and then we're going to move over to the next exercise, which is going to be, and that's the hyperextension. So, fundamentals of the hyperextension is to activate your lower back, but we'll also target the glutes, the hamstrings, and everywhere on your lower posture, on your lower posterior chain is what I'm trying to say, to strengthen that. If you're not ready to tackle things like Romanian deadlifts, you're not ready to tackle things like normal deadlifts, if you want to work on your lower spine in a safe manner, this is going to be the way forward to do that. Hence why it's in the beginner section of this video. So it is nice and easy to do it. You can do it on this machine, or you can do it on the GHD, which is slightly different to this, which I will put a viral clip in here of me doing it there. You don't really need weights to do this. You can just do more for repetitions. But if you wanted to add weight, I would suggest using dumbbells over plates, just because they are more comfier to hold. The setup of this is fairly straightforward. You are literally going to whack your feet against the back of the pads on here. Hold on, brace yourself. You're going to drop as far down as you physically can. Here, have a nice stretch, and then come all the way back up to the top. Slow on the way down. Stretch and explode back on the way up. Nothing too complicated with this one. Don't really have a rep range in mind, unless it is uncomfortable for you, then I would stick it to a nice easy low set of reps. But other than that, I've seen people work all the way to 120 reps on this one, just to start strengthening that lower spine, because you don't have to do weights, just do reps instead. And for me, currently going for active recovery on a lower spine injury, this is a godsend. Okay, so on that note, that is pretty much the end of the video. I'm only going over the 3 exercises today as a very, very beginner. So the lat pull down, close grip row and hyperextensions, pretty much targeting almost your whole back. And that's all you're going to need to start off with. Stay tuned for the next video where we're going to start getting a bit more advanced. We're going to start overlooking more isolated movements like single arm lat pull downs, dumbbell rows, then eventually we'll move over to pen lay rows, barbell rows, and so forth. We'll just make them a bit more entertaining. So do me a favor, like this video, sub the channel if you haven't done so already, and make sure to follow along for the journey. We're going to be going over every area of the body and progressing from beginner, intermediate, and then more expert as well. So thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you all in the next video. I'm going to finish my workout now.